Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya That means here is Nrsinga, there is Nrsinga. Yato, yato, yami, tato, Nrsinga. Yato, yato, yami, tato, Nrsinga. So yato, yato, yami, wherever I go, tato, Nrsinga, there is Nrsinga. But here Nrsinga, Hridaye, Nrsinga, but here Nrsinga, Hridaye, Nrsinga. Outside is Nrsinga, in my heart is Nrsinga. Nrsinga Madhim Sharanam Prabhave. Nrsinga Madhim Sharanam Prabhave. I surrender to the original shelter, the first shelter, Nrsinga. This is probably.
Haribolito. How are you, everybody? The songs. Welcome. Good morning, Haribolito. Suniti, Devesha, Celeste, Olga, and Varesha. Hari, Hari. Yesterday, very beautiful red Varesha. And I think today maybe Suniti will read it if she wants. You guys read. When we come to the verses, one day I will do the verse, and another day, rotate. But this is a whole like reading straight, and it's nicer when I hear people reading. So we are We are talking here about the, from yesterday, we went about how Lord Chaitanya started the Sankirtan movement. And here is the, I think it starts in here, the incident shows, and we can do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times. You want to do it?
Sure. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so continuing from yesterday. This incident shows clearly that the Lord was not a so-called timid Vaishnava. A Vaishnava is a fearless devotee of the Lord, and for the right cause, he can take any step suitable for the purpose. Arjuna was also a Vaishnava devotee of Lord Krishna, and he fought valiantly for the satisfaction of the Lord. Similarly, Hanuman, I'm just gonna to Hanuman, was also a devotee of Lord Ram, and he gave lessons to the non-devotee party of Ravana. The principles of Vaishnavism are to satisfy the Lord by all means. A Vaishnava is by nature a non-violent, peaceful living being, and he has all the good qualities of God. But when the non-devotee blasphemes the Lord or his devotee, the Vaishnava never tolerates such impudency. After this incident, the Lord began to preach and propagate his Bhagavat Dharma or Sankirtan movement more vigorously, and whoever stood against this propagation of the Yuga Dharma or duty of the age was properly punished by various types of chastisement. 2 Brahmana gentlemen named Chapala and Gopala, who also happened to be maternal uncles of the Lord, were inflicted with leprosy by way of chastisement, and later, when they were repentant, they were accepted by the Lord. In the course of his preaching work, he used to send daily all his followers, including Srila Nityananda Prabhu and Thakur Haridas, 2 chief whips of his party, from door to door to preach the Srimad Bhagavatam. All of Navadvipa was surcharged with his Sankirtan movement, and his headquarters were situated at the house of Srivas Thakur and Sri Advaita Prabhu, 2 of his chief householder disciples. These 2 learned heads of the Brahmana community were the most ardent supporters of Lord Chaitanya's movement. Sri Advaita Prabhu was the chief cause for the advent of the Lord. When Advaita Prabhu saw that the total human society was full of materialistic activities and devoid of devotional service, which alone could save mankind from the threefold miseries of material existence, he, out of his causeless compassion for the age-worn human society, prayed fervently for the incarnation of the Lord and continually worshipped the Lord with water of the Ganges and leaves of the holy Tulasi tree. As far as preaching work in the Sankirtan movement was concerned, everyone was expected to do his daily share according to the order of the Lord. Once Nityananda Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur were walking down a main road, and on the way they saw a roaring crowd assembled. Upon inquiring from passers-by, they understood that 2 brothers, named Jagai and Madai, were creating a public disturbance in a drunken state. They also heard that these 2 brothers were born in a respectable Brahmana family, but because of low association, they had turned into debauchees of the worst type. They were not only drunkards, but also meat-eaters, woman hunters, dacoits, and sinners of all description. Srila Nityananda Prabhu heard all of these stories and decided that these 2 fallen souls must be the first to be delivered. If they were delivered from their sinful life, then the good name of Lord Chaitanya would be even still more glorified. Thinking in this way, Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas pushed their way through the crowd and asked the 2 brothers to chant the holy name of Lord Hari. The drunken brothers became enraged upon this request and attacked Nityananda Prabhu with filthy language. Both brothers chased them a considerable distance. In the evening, the report of the preaching work was submitted to the Lord, and he was glad to learn that Nityananda and Haridas had attempted to deliver such a stupid pair of fellows. The next day, Nityananda Prabhu went to see the brothers, and as soon as he approached them, one of them threw a piece of earthen pot at him. This struck him on the forehead, and immediately blood began to flow. But Nityananda Prabhu was so kind that instead of protesting this heinous act, he said, "It does not matter that you have thrown this stone at me. I still request you to chant the holy name of Lord Hari." One of the brothers, Jagai, was astonished to see this behavior of Nityananda Prabhu, and he at once fell down at his feet and asked him to pardon his sinful brother. When Madai again attempted to hurt Nityananda Prabhu, Jagai stopped him and implored him to fall down at his feet. In the meantime, the news of Nityananda's injury reached the Lord, who at once hurried to the spot in a fiery and angry mood. The Lord immediately invoked his Sudarshan Chakra, the Lord's ultimate weapon shaped like a wheel, to kill the sinners, but Nityananda Prabhu reminded him of his mission. The mission of the Lord was to deliver the hopelessly fallen souls of Kali Yuga, and the brothers Jagai and Madai were typical examples of these fallen souls. 90% of the population of this age resembles these brothers, despite high birth and mundane respectability. According to the verdict of the revealed scriptures, the total population of the world in this age will be of the lowest Shudra quality, or even lower. It should be noted that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never acknowledged the stereotyped caste system by birthright. Rather, he strictly followed the verdict of the Shastras in the matter of one's Svarup, or real identity. When the Lord was invoking his Sudarshan Chakra and Srila Nityananda Prabhu was imploring him to forgive the two brothers, both the brothers fell down at the lotus feet of the Lord and begged his pardon for their gross behavior. The Lord was also asked by Nityananda Prabhu to accept these repenting souls, and the Lord agreed to accept them on one condition, that they henceforward completely give up all their sinful activities and habits of debauchery. Both the brothers agreed and promised to give up all their sinful habits, and the kind Lord accepted them and did not again refer to their past misdeeds. This is the specific kindness of Lord Chaitanya. In this age, no one can say that he is free from sin. It is impossible for anyone to say this. But Lord Chaitanya accepts all kinds of sinful persons on the one condition, that they promise not to indulge in sinful habits after being spiritually initiated by a bona fide spiritual master. There are a number of instructive points to be observed in this incident of the two brothers. In this Kali Yuga, practically all people are of the quality of Jagai and Madai. If they want to be relieved from the reactions of their misdeeds, they must take shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and after spiritual initiation, thus refrain from those things which are prohibited in the Shastras. The prohibitory rules are dealt with in the Lord's teachings to Srila Rupa Goswami. During his householder life, the Lord did not display many of the miracles which are generally expected from such personalities. But he did once perform a wonderful miracle in the house of Srinivas Thakur while Sankirtan was in full swing. He asked the devotees what they wanted to eat, and when he was informed that they wanted to eat mangoes, he asked for a seed of a mango, although this fruit was out of season. When the seed was brought to him, he sowed it in the yard of Srinivas, and at once a creeper began to grow out of the seed. Within no time, this creeper became a full-grown mango tree heavy with more ripened fruits than the devotees could eat. The tree remained in Srinivas's yard, and from then on, the devotees used to take as many mangoes from the tree as they wanted. The Lord had a very high estimation of the affections of the damsels of Rajbhumi, Vrindavan, for Krishna. And in appreciation of their unalloyed service to the Lord, once Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted the holy names of the gopis, the cowherd girls, instead of the names of the Lord. At this time, some of his students, who were also disciples, came to see him. And when they saw that the Lord was chanting the names of the gopis, they were astonished. Out of sheer foolishness, they asked the Lord why he was chanting the names of the gopis and advised him to chant the name of Krishna. The Lord, who was in ecstasy and thus disturbed by these foolish students, he chastised them and chased them away. The students were almost the same age as the Lord, and thus they wrongly thought of the Lord as one of their peers. They held a meeting and resolved that they would attack the Lord if he dared to punish them again in such a manner. This incident provoked some malicious talks about the Lord on the part of the general public. It's like Prabhupada said, anytime you're preaching or anything, you will receive opposition.
Yeah, only if you do nothing, you get nothing.
Right. If you're doing something, if somebody's saying something bad, you're doing something. You're Lord Chaitanya. When the Lord became aware of this, he began to consider the various types of men found in society. He noted that especially the students, professors, fruitive workers, yogis, non-devotees, and different types of atheists were all opposed to the devotional service of the Lord. My mission is to deliver all the fallen souls of the age, he thought, but if they commit offenses against me, thinking me to be an ordinary man, they will not benefit. If they are to begin their life of spiritual realization, they must some way or another offer obeisances unto me. Thus the Lord decided to accept the renounced order of life, sannyas, because people in general were inclined to offer respects to a sannyasi. 500 years ago, the condition of society was not as degraded as it is today. At that time, people would show respects to a sannyasi, and the sannyasi was rigid in following the rules and regulations of the renounced order of life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not very much in favor of the renounced order of life in this age of Kali, but that was only for the reason that very few sannyasis in this age are able to observe the rules and regulations of sannyas life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to accept the order and become an ideal sannyasi so that the general populace would show him respect. One is duty-bound to show respect to a sannyasi, for a sannyasi is considered to be the master of all varnas and ashrams. While he was contemplating accepting the sannyas order, it so happened that Keshava Bharati, a sannyasi of the Mayavadi school and resident of Katwa in Bengal, visited Navadvip and was invited to dine with the Lord. When Keshava Bharati came to his home, the Lord asked him to award him the sannyas order of life. This was a matter of formality. The sannyas order is to be accepted from another sannyasi. Although the Lord was independent in all respects, still, to keep up the formalities of the Shastras, he accepted the sannyas order from Keshava Bharati, although Keshava Bharati was not in the Vaishnava Sampradaya. After consulting with Keshava Bharati, the Lord left Navadvip for Katwa to formally accept the sannyas order of life. He was accompanied by Srila Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekharacharya, and Mukunda Datta. These three assisted him in the details of the ceremony. The incident of the Lord's accepting the sannyas order is very elaborately described in the Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Thus, at the end of his 24th year, the Lord accepted the sannyas order of life in the month of Magha. After accepting this order, he became a full-fledged preacher of the Bhagavad Dharma. Although he was doing the same preaching work in his householder life, when he experienced some obstacles to his preaching, he sacrificed even the comfort of his home life for the sake of the fallen souls. In his householder life, his chief assistants were Srila Advaita Prabhu and Srila Srivas Thakur. But after he accepted the sannyas order, his chief assistants became Srila Nityananda Prabhu, who was deputed to preach specifically in Bengal, and the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, headed by Srila Rupa and Sanatana, who were deputed to go to Vrindavan to excavate the present places of pilgrimage. The present city of Vrindavan and the importance of Rajbhumi were thus disclosed by the will of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hari Hari Bol, Lord Chaitanya ki jai, Lord Chaitanya is coming. Vrindavan ki jai, Hari Hari.
Haribo.
Once I was attacked by two drunk men. Actually, several devotees were attacked by two drunk men. And the way we got rid of them is by screaming at them, Chaitanya Nityananda. I scream at them, and they ran away. So Jagai Madai is very vivid in our lives, so you can always, call them, and it was very interesting, Krishna manifested there, and they ran away only by invoking their names. So, anybody has a comment on this? Static pastimes on Lord Chaitanya before he's arriving in a couple of days? No? If there is no other comments, we're going to offer obeisances. Yeah? We offer our respectful obeisances to all. Sorry, I know in Spanish, so I have to switch my language. We offer our respectful obeisances to all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are like desired trees, able to fulfill everyone's desire, and they're full of compassion for all the conditioned souls shy. Vanchakalpa tarvipascha kripa sindhu vyavacha paditanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo namo namaha.
Oh, Namaha.
Hari Bolito. Okay, so now 10 minutes of japa. Thank you so much for reading so beautiful. I love to hear you guys read. It's like I could stay for hours listening to you guys. Aisha was the same yesterday, so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put the timer. 10 minutes. Okay.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So we made it to the 10 minutes. Thank you so much for being with us. Hari Bol. Tomorrow, same channel.
I'm working this weekend, so I might not make it, but I'll see you Tuesday for sure.
Okay. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
It will be recorded.
thank you
So
so
if you want to listen to it, you can listen to whatever time. So
Okay.
Hari Bol, thank you so much for reading
Thank
again.
you.